Let's see if we can gauge the hangover.
Looking good.
We're joined by Costaki Economopoulos from Los Angeles, California, wearing a national champions Georgia T-shirt, and you were in attendance at the game last night. Oh, and a cap as well. You were at the game last night, Costaki?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Yes, we can hear the hangover. We saw a picture of you holding a giant stadium beer.
Yeah, my voice is not good. I did some screaming.
I don't, Costaki, are you quite too hangover, or are you just about to have the Are you still coming down a little bit?
I wouldn't get in the car and start driving around.
Well,
oh my goodness!
Congratulations! It was a blowout.
Yeah.
Well, it was close there for, wasn't it 10-0 for about 3 minutes, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. It was 10-7 for half a second.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, there you go.
No,
my goodness.
Your two buddies flew in?
I had 3 buddies fly in. They actually bought tickets. Well, they bought flights about 6 hours after the Bulldogs won last week. And then we scrambled around and tried to figure out tickets, and we got tickets, and it was amazing. It was exactly what we all want. We all sat down yesterday, and we're kind of debating. If you got to pick, would you pick like close and then we win at the end, or would you pick like total blowout? And every one of us picked blowout, and it was so sweet.
Well, Costaki, I'm not sure if you're aware of this. Not everyone picked blowout. Are you familiar with Mattress Mac?
Oh, I am. What did he do?
Whoops. You want to tell him what Mattress Mac did?
Mattress Mac lost $3 million or something on the Horned
Frogs.
Yeah.
He's the famous gambler.
And the picture of him dejectedly somewhere in some I think he was at SoFi actually in a box, and he's very, very sad about the whole thing. But I mean, he won, what was it, $75 million last year from the Astros winning the
so
World
he can
Series.
afford
So
$4 million.
okay.
Still playing with house money.
Right.
Yeah, good point. Now, Costaki, how often have you been to SoFi Stadium?
This was my 3rd trip. I went to 2 Rams games this year, one on Christmas Day. I should tell you that story, by the way. I had a weird thing where I had a friend, a radio friend of mine in Pennsylvania. He's a lifelong Rams fan. He had tickets to the Rams on Christmas Day, and he had some family issues. He couldn't make the trip, so he sent me tickets. I had celebrated Christmas on December 22nd, so I was in. I was like, I already did Christmas, I'm free and clear. My ex was like, go, it's your birthday, go enjoy yourself. So then I have to figure out a friend to go with. So I call Augie Smith, right?
Yeah.
Very fine comedian.
I love Augie. I haven't seen him in a while. He's got 3 very young children.
Yeah.
So
right.
This is very unlikely, but I at least want to try. So Augie was like, yeah, actually my father-in-law's in town. Maybe we can get a ride to the stadium, blah, blah, blah. He goes, give me a few hours. I'm going to run it by the wife. If it doesn't go well, I might need a place to stay for a couple of days. So he texts me, nah, it's not going to happen. Let's hang out sometime soon. So I'm thinking, all right, Christmas Day, who's available? A Jew with no children, Dan Kaufman. You remember Dan Kaufman?
Dan, Fish and Paint.
Fish and Paint, of
Comedian
course.
Dan Kaufman, sure.
Dan was available, so Dan and I went to the Rams game. It was awesome.
Good.
Yeah. This game was way more fun. Oh, I cared so much about the outcome, and we destroyed them. I don't know if you saw.
Did.
I don't know. It was so great.
And you pulled your quarterback for the 4th quarter, is that correct?
That is correct. How much flexing is that when in the national championship game? You're like, we're gonna give the young kid a little time here. We're going to work on next year.
And they gave him a curtain call because he's graduated, obviously, and I don't know. I think he's listed as 5'11". He's 5'11" in the Georgia program. I'm not sure how tall he is in reality, but that's the big knock against him.
Now,
against him right now to get to the NFL.
I couldn't see your shirt. Is that a fresh shirt from last evening?
Well, yeah.
This is actually a shirt from last year.
Yes, okay.
But I don't know if you heard about this. We were back-to-back champions. This never happened in the history of the college football playoff.
Didn't it happen 10 years ago with Alabama?
No, in the college football playoff system, it's never happened.
Oh, well, that's...
Listen to the words, Tom.
Well, that's really splitting hairs.
No, it's not. It's the first
this
time
is the new
back-to-back
world.
champions in the college football playoff.
And how long has that system existed?
14, I think, 15, somewhere around in there.
Congratulations,
Costaki.
Numbers,
yeah.
Now,
Alabama did it in 2010 and 11. They won back to back.
All right. Well, Costaki, now, have you prepared anything for your normal broadcast?
Yeah. I've
really?
got a few NFL jokes here and there.
Costaki has a feature he calls All Pro Lines. You can participate by going to your favorite social media platform and finding out what's going on in the world of professional football. And your thoughts, Costaki?
The Dolphins, well, they barely squeaked into the playoffs. Kevin McCarthy had an easier path. You see, it was close.
Many votes before he became speaker, you see. Yikes.
Yeah.
15 rounds.
Nothing
Speakers for my house.
Let's do some politics. How about that Dean Rusk?
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Every tweet from the last week.
Many concessions.
Really nice speakers at Best Buy. It only took me a day.
I used to go
More
to
concessions
Dean
in a
Rusk
soccer
Library
tournament.
when I was at the University of Georgia. I don't know if you heard, we're national champions again.
We got that.
There was some serious Pro Bowl level football on Sunday. And by that, I mean, some of those guys were putting in so little effort, you'd think it was a Pro Bowl. The Bills-Bengals game was officially canceled. Canceled? I can only assume some video surfaced of it making some gay jokes somewhere. Cancel
No, not that kind of canceled, Costaki.
No. Oh, it's different?
Yeah.
The NFL officially declared the game a no contest. But this week's Chiefs-Raiders game was a contest. The Georgia TCU game contest? I don't think so. All right. The AFC Championship game could be played at a neutral site with no home field advantage. So, like a Chargers game, you know, it's similar. Nobody's really.
That isn't fair, by the way.
I agree.
To the fans. That's just not fair.
Life's not fair.
No, it's not, is it?
No, that's just not right.
I agree.
But
here's the good news. Fans raised some $8-9 million in support of DeMar's Toy Drive charity. Amazing.
That is.
Less amazing, Brett Favre tried to siphon it off to build a volleyball court.
Brett!
That's not what you're supposed to do.
At least it was going to be in Pittsburgh, at least.
I'm so glad this kid's okay. I mean, we've been getting good news about him every day. All of America's been rooting so hard for him. You'd think he was playing the Patriots or something. You know, it's like we really wanted him. We really wanted him to win. The situation has really put things into perspective. It makes you think about what's really important: the health and safety of these kids who play, you know, and that Skip Bayless is a douchebag. That's what we learned. These are the things we learned.
You're just raising questions.
Oh,
no, Josh.
No, don't take his side on this.
Don't even
saying.
You are burning the bridge and the whole building down,
Yeah.
aren't you? Boy.
Indianapolis passed on the NFL's offer, if needed, to hold the AFC Championship game because there's a volleyball tournament in town. Now, that sounds to me a little like I can't have to wash my hair tonight, which is true technically, but not really enough reason to say no to the thing. Mm-hmm. Are they just worried? Is Indianapolis worried they're going to show fans what two really good football teams look like?
Oh, there it is. There it is, Willie.
No. See, aren't you having fun laughing, though, Willie?
Honestly, buddy, give me that draft pick. Give me a couple years. Colts, I'm never going to die, baby.
No, I'm with you. I love that attitude. Eventually, it pays off. Look at me. Eventually, 40 years later, your team finally wins a thing. Oh, it's the best. All right. Let's close on this. Andy Reid said he'd play the AFC Championship game in a McDonald's parking lot. And if you look at the floorboard of his car, you'll see proof that he just got home field advantage.
Thank you very much. Are you going to get to go back to bed, Costaki?
I hope so. I'm a mess. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so happy.
Sleep.
Drink yourself plenty of fluids here for the next 10 minutes before you go.
I'm
going to
do my best. Did I mention that we're...
Yes, okay. Throw a towel on the bed so you can just pee in the mattress. Okay. Thanks, Costaki.
Congrats. Thanks.
How about them dogs?
Hey, wait a minute. One more thing. I'm sorry, Costaki. How much do I owe you
Yeah, I
for
was
the
going to
ticket?
say, how much was your ticket?
Oh, you got off light, Tom. We got him for face value. It's about half what we talked about.
Oh,
We're
good.
all
Well, you send me the bill. And then also, are you planning on going to the Super Bowl?
Look at him.
Are we going to send? Are we sending you and Willie to Arizona?
I think I'm available. Let me know. All right. Talk to my
I'm looking at your gigs.
Costaki, no, don't. Costaki, don't make any plans right now. Okay, wait a couple days.
Yeah, don't make any big decisions right now.
Yeah, don't buy a car. Don't do anything right now.
Don't online shop.
Before you go back to sleep, call your ex. Okay, well,
give her a piece of your mind, Costaki.
Yeah,
always good idea.
FaceTimer with no pants on. Okay, good.
No, do the drunk dial thing.
How about them dogs?
Okay, hang on,
baby.
words.